The shrine looks dedicated to Timora, the goddess of luck and good fortune.
We passed that. That's where our cart is. Actually, I guess we put our cart near this provision place.
Yeah, it's not your cart.
Stolen.
It's technically his cart.
Yeah.
Gundar's or whatever.
And so Hazel says, "May I have my hanky back?"
Oh yes. I'm sorry. There you go.
Hazel, with not seeming to be bothered by the extra, mess he left on it, she just pockets it, no problem. And then she looks at Soraya and says, "Shall we take care of business?" And then she heads out the door.
All right.
Yeah, seems like it.
The only bar there, Karn, is really in the Stonehill Inn. Or a Sleeping Giant. Let me see if the Sleeping Giant is a
bar.
It is a tap house. You run in there, it's a dirty and dangerous watering hole. Frequented by red band thugs. And operated by a surly female dwarf.
I was burying bodies, actually. Wasn't going to it.
Oh.
If all the bodies are buried and things are good in that, is this where we said we would meet up?
No, you said Stonehill Inn.
Oh, yeah, that's where I would be going. I wasn't going to any bar or anything
Okay.
like that.
Alright. So you all meet up there?
Yeah. I'm going to tell them that I need to speak with Sister Gurel, but it's kind of private. I'm wondering if they could, stay outside.
She says, "I'll do you one better, and I'll stay inside," and heads over to the Stonehill Inn, and she says, "I'll be here, awaiting your presence and drinking a bit of ale, if I can find some." She wipes her mouth, heads on into the Stonehill Inn.
Alright, so you wanted to go to the Shrine of Luck there?
Yeah.
Alright. You go there, and unfortunately, the woman you are looking for is not there. They say she will be there in about a day or two.
I have to wait. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Thanks for nothing. And then she leaves. And,
okay.
Heads back to Stonehill Inn and says, "I'm very sorry, but Sister Gurel's, I'm going to find them again and sit down with them and talk to them and say that I'm sorry, but I have to wait for Sister Gurel to return to town. It's not safe for us to go ahead without me speaking with her. I had a personal vision that Ogma desired me to speak with her before we went to Cragmore Castle. I have work to do at Cragmore Castle, which is kind of private at this time, but Sister Gurel can help us, and I feel we won't succeed if we don't speak with her. So, Gundarin will be safe, because if they wanted him dead, they would have killed him on the side of the road.
We don't
simply been kidnapped.
We don't know that, and we also don't know that any other travelers coming through these paths. I mean, who else may be stricken by these goblins while we wait? You hold valuable knowledge that no one else does.
I know, and it's foolhardy to go into combat or go into an environment that we don't have all the knowledge available to us. And at this time, I do not, as much as I do possess, I do not have what Sister Gurel can offer us, and I need that to go forward. And we can infer that Gundren is still alive in the castle, because they would, if they wanted to kill him, they would have killed him where he stood. He obviously is of importance to them, and they're not done with him yet. I can't speak the same for Sildar. There's a good chance he could be dead.
Hi, baby kitty.
Have you been in a goblin prison before?
I've read of them.
Understand that every hour we wait here, that poor dwarf will be tortured.
I am reluctant to wait here on word of a vision of yours. I need more.
Alright, let me double check. Out of character, let me read this to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, because I don't want to wait when we're not supposed to.
Pay attention to me.
Just like little kitten paws hanging out. Hi, baby.
Oh, that's so cute.
I do have the sheet all good, Matt, now. And I was able to get it saved.
Okay.
I actually have, it's odd, I have to print it to PDF. I can't just do like a save on it, but shoot that over there. I think this is good.
This kind of makes it sound. I'm not making this up. I'm going off the character thing, and it makes it sound like I'm supposed to talk to her before I go out to Craigmore Castle. It makes it sound like.
Well, I'm saying you don't.
You are?
You're not going to Cragmaw Castle. You're going to Cragmaw Hideout. You don't know exactly where the castle is. You know basic things about it, but you probably couldn't find it on your own at the moment. You know where the hideout is.
Oh, okay. That was just my misunderstanding then. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Never mind that. I changed my mind. I'll catch up with her after we've gone.
And let's go over resting at this point. How resting works. Natural healing. A short rest is at least 1 hour long, in which you do nothing more than eat, drink, read, or tend to wounds. If you're tending to wounds, you can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of a short rest, up to a character's maximum number of hit dice. So your hit dice is 1d, whatever it is. And you roll that die, and whatever it is, you add whatever it comes up to be. You add your constitution, and then you regain that amount of hit points.
So, hit dice plus con is how much you regain.
Yes, but
short rest.
You can only do it in once per day. Like if you spend all your hit dice in one day, you have to wait for a new day to spend your hit dice again after a short rest. What is it?
At the end of a long rest, the character regains all lost hit points. Character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half the character's total.
Oh yeah, I skipped over the all lost hit points. That's right. So that's really nice, actually.
Yeah. So I mean, in essence, what it is you only, how many? We can spend 1 hit dice for that short healing type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Or you can do a long rest.
Right. You do a long rest. So if I were to spend, I'm hurt. I were to spend my 1 hit dice, I recovered 10 hit points there. Mm-hmm. So you picture your hit dice like your level. And as a fighter, you're a D10. So you're a D10 type of fighter. So what in essence it's saying is that if you're level 1, you get 1 hit dice for the short rest. So that
if you're
was
level 2 or 3, you could in that short rest do 3 hit dice or whatever.
If you want.
Right. And then once you use them, so let's say I'm level 2, right? And I use up one of those hit dice, then I recover half of my level's worth at a long rest. So then I would recover one of those hit dice so that I could use it again later. Think of them like tokens. Think of those as like D10 plus Constitution tokens that you can use to heal yourself if you rest for an hour. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's that's only a short rest. If you do a long rest, you regain all your hit points and then half of your hit die back. But since you're level 1, you don't gain your hit die back until level 2.
Okay.
Right. So once if we used one of our short rest hit dice, we wouldn't gain it back again until we hit level 2.
Yeah, because you're always rounding down.
Right.
There is no keeping something at 0.5. And then
that seems broken. That seems level 1.
Well, level 1, you're meant to be level 2 real quick.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm.
In fact, each of you gains each of you gains 75 experience points.
Yeah.
And yes,
now?
we are recording. Yes.
Okay.
You each have 75 experience points now for that goblin thing.
And was there like some hint that we were supposed to like go off the path and look for a path there or something like that?
Oh
If
yeah,
there was, I missed it.
there was said the little goblin goes down a path, and then when Soraya,
Oh, yeah.
then when Soraya tied it up, I said when you're up there, you see a little small hidden path, and the goblin also
Oh.
told you that there's a hideout right at the end of that path.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just dumb.
So I mean, I don't think I could have been any clearer.
No, you
Except
couldn't have.
there's a golden road that leads down this way, and there's no trees or thistles at all.
To my only credit is that while he was talking to the goblin, I had to go to pee pee, so I left. That was it.
All right. Well, what time is it? You said
Still
midday.
midday, about
Oh.
1 or 2
Oh.
p.m.
1 or 2.
Oh.
To be honest with you, where is Karn Vasilix's voice?
What are you looking for?
My voice. I was trying to think of what I. Well, first off,
That's not
throw
it.
back it. No, it's not.
Okay, it was really cool.
Shit.
It was cool.
All right. First off, he'll throw the 2 extra potions to you guys. I need to mute myself while I think of this voice.
All right, what you need to do is after I post this, go back and watch and then regain it. But that'll be a while. Okay, so what was the plan?
I was trying to talk Soraya into telling us about this vision at least, so we could have some better ideas to why we should be sitting in this inn instead of running off into a goblin cave and dying.
Yes.
She, it's 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
She sits-
you notice that my character's been knocking back like ales, but it doesn't seem to be affecting her much. She's had 3 down her now.
You ask her about that. She sits there in silence for a minute, and she says, "I've changed my mind. Let's go." And she gets up and leaves.
Just like that.
It's like, we're fucking done.
Yep.
Okay, and then Hazel reaches out a hand of kindness to Kevin's character, Karn, and says, "Shall we?"
Karn Vasilix, please. And
There we go. That's better.
well, first of all, you know the extra potion there. If you need it, I do have my own ways. But I figure either of you may need the drink of that more than I will. As far as your friend, or whoever it was, the dwarf, you know where to go, Serena. And so, we must be on our way.
It's Soraya, but I forgive you.
Soraya.
I forgive you. You obviously are more of a brawn over brains type of guy. It's no problem.
Well, we all have our flaws, my dear.
Yep, so she's heading out, and then we're going to keep using that wagon. Holy shit, kid. What are you doing?
Yeah, the one with the dead. Look at that.
Damn it, Zach, this is serious business. This is the second session your kitten's taking the spotlight.
There's like a crazed kitten behind that.
Mavis is going to be YouTube famous.
That's
wait.
so awesome.
1 million subscribers coming up.
He's
Zach,
like,
here we go, Zach.
There we go, guys. Get our cats involved.
Oh, little boo boo.
Look at the kid.
I have a cat too, but she's
See the
not.
kitty?
Two of them.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Back on
Okay.
track.
Is the wagon not Barthen's? Would he mind of us just taking that in his option?
It is, it's not Barthen's, it's Homebro. What's home? Who is Homebro?
The dwarf.
The dwarf.
The dwarf that runs.
Gundren's Rockseeker.
Gundren's wagon.
It was his.
Well, I mean, to be honest, a wagon may not be a completely bad idea. It seems they're attracted to the wagons and the horses, and let's be honest, we want them on top of us as quick as they can. So,
I don't know. Have you ever been on top of a goblin?
many
Perhaps.
times.
It's a sick
About
fuck.
how long would it take Matt for us to walk back to where we saw the path, instead of taking the
It'd
the
be
cart?
about a day.
Oh, fuck that. Let's take the cart.
I'd be
Well,
about a
the
day
cart
for
would be
cart.
about
It's
the
they're
same.
oxen.
Yeah.
They're not fast.
I assume the mayor won't be requisitioning any horses.
No,
for
you
us
just-
to-
No, how that meeting went was, Hey. So everyone got killed,
Yeah.
including the horses you gave us.
But I am going back out.
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I say we get any gear that we might need since we're here in town. There's a smithy, and she points behind the Stonehill Inn towards the smithy, and she says, "I would like to get my sword sharpened really quickly. If you can do that fast, and then let's get on with it."
All right, you get your sword
Making
sharpened.
sure.
There's no more nothing added into it, but it's just a shiny sheen to it now.
All right, and she says, "I am ready to go." And I don't know if we have like food to eat and stuff, but I don't know if it really matters. For
Yeah,
this.
you got food.
Okay.
Some
That's it.
rations. So you all make your way back.
Okay.
Um,
What's the weather like? Is it a nice day out? Are we singing and stuff?
overcast, slightly overcast, but no rain clouds. You know, a cool breeze is blowing. Bits of blue sky show through the patchwork clouds up ahead.
Hazel takes a deep nostrily sniff and says, "I feel no rain on the air. That's good news." And then she looks over at Soraya and says, "So, Soraya, you want to care more about tell us more about this vision maybe that you may have had that you weren't sure that you had?"
Vision, that's... You say anything about the vision? I'm not sure about...
The business is yours if you'll have it. To be honest, we should all stay focused and not get too chummy right now. We are on a battlefield.
Hazel sniffs and takes out her pipe and refills it with some baccy and starts puffing away.
Yeah. I mean,
Guys, I haven't been recording.
That's fine.
I'm kidding. Okay.
Oh.
I was trying to get a
I've
rise
come
out of
to
you.
the conclusion-
Sorry.
I've come to the conclusion that my business in Phandalin can wait. You got through to me with your rationalization on Gundred and Sildar, and
What?
we can go forth.
Zach's character listened to rationalization?
Huh?
Its conclusion she would have come to herself.
Just kidding,
but,
Zach.
Oh, I don't
we
know what I'm
merely
saying.
help the process along. It's all good, as they say. Where was this path that you found? I guess do we have to
halfway
sleep a
back.
night out here if it's going to take us a day?
Yeah, you stay the night, and y'all talk some more about
And,
anything you want.
You also discover that Hazel has a beautiful voice, which she lifts in a song, not too loud, around the campfire, and sings a mournful song of a dragon in her hometown. And she doesn't snore like Tangle does.
Was a dragon man.
She says, "The dragon came to the village. It killed everything, and I will now kill it."
A pretty girl men fight for, they've even started wars. How pretty does she have to be when she's down upon all fours? I find the ones who aren't so pretty are diamonds in the rough. For pretty girls may look good, but the ugly know their stuff. Just spend the night with Mabel, I overcame my fears by going to the Cock and Bowl and drinking 15 beers. She'll do it all night long, that lash never calls it quits. And her favorite way to please you is by robbing with, be they ugly or unsightly. Alright, I'm done.
I was just
And
going to
at
throw
that
on the
moment-
Trog door.
Moxie Boggins.
Hazel
Okay.
gets a shine on her face and starts...
We're not getting anywhere in this adventure.
No, we're not.
Press it along.
All the
Sorry.
viewers are going to be like, man, all they're doing is role-playing.
Fucking role-playing games suck.
Oh, these RPGs, all this
role-playing
role-playing
You
involved.
know what? There's nothing that pisses me off is like turn on a good role-playing game and they're role-playing. It's
I know.
really annoying.
God.
They need to fight some shit, man. Kill
Okay.
some dragons and stuff.
Yeah, it's called Dungeons and Dragons, man.
God.
It's only
Okay.
been half a dragon and not even a dungeon yet.
Hacks.
Alright.
Fuck this. All right. So you guys
Uh-huh.
sleep. You sing that song. You wake up, and you are back on your way to the beautiful. You pass by the once ruined area, cairn of your party, and then you notice some torn apart horses. Probably nothing to worry about.
Huh.
You know, just some torn apart horses.
Yeah.
You know. I almost said tangle. Hazel readies her bow.
Okay.
Soraya says it's northeast of here, through this path.
And can I be placed?
Oh. Oh shit.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second.
I am without me.
I am without me. Yes, you are, and I'm sorry. And
It's
let
quite
me
the good.
represent you here in a second. Let me downsize your character and give you control.
There we are.
You have control now.
Fantastic.
Alright, so the wizard is in front of the party, I guess?
She just
yeah.
kind of marches off, but she'll take a step back behind the big old.
So Karn's the leader of this party.
Yeah, she just had to take everybody to locate the path, and she'll fall back a little bit while they go ahead.
Alright. So you're just heading down the trail?
Keeping
I mean,
eyes
carefully.
and ears open.
Eyes and ears. Then roll me the front leader, roll me a perception, wisdom. There is
Apparently
nothing.
my
Only the
eyes and
front,
ears are-
unless you were actively said that you were
Okay.
keeping your eyes and ears open earlier.
I said carefully. Yeah.
Okay. You notice Karn is about to step in a snare. What do you do?
I
Quickly. He's about to step in it.
I'm gonna grab his shirt
Hazel
and
yells,
pull it back.
Karn, careful.
All right. Karn, you look down and you are about to step in a snare.
Or
You're
like a
quite
rope
welcome.
snare that would take me into one of the trees?
Yes.
How solid does it look?
Pretty solid. Well, not so solid.
I mean, the trees are fairly... Karn is 300 pounds of beef.
Yes.
And those trees you said earlier were like aspens, you know? I want to see him go up and break a branch.
There are, you know, it looks like the rope could hold you, but any
No,
yeah.
regardless.
yeah,
Thank you, friend.
yeah.
And I'll chop it. I'll strike the rope.
All right.
Make sure that nobody else, at least, falls into these little traps.
All right. Another 10 minutes passes by. You guys are carefully looking down the trail, and you see, well, make a perception check. Everyone.
Apparently today is not my day.
Hazel,
Sun isn't my
you
day.
notice
the
that
clouds.
there's some weird looking leaves patched over this weird thing in the ground.
Hazel says, if we walk into this pile of leaves here, I feel sure that you will fall into a very crudely dug hole. We may want to go around.
I got a rock, something I could throw into it. Just
Yeah,
want
you
to
can
test
pick
the
you can
theory
pick
and
something
ensure
up.
it. Break up. I just want to break up as well. Anything that's, even if I poke at it with my sword, just to cut the netting or whatever's holding it.
Yeah, it definitely caves in.
Fantastic. You know, I am beyond luck that I found such worthy and competent friends. Thank you. Thank you.
Hazel falls in love.
Uh,
Praise be. Okay. I guess I need to get your characters here, don't I?
she's still smoking her pipe a little bit. You still the...
Yes, she is. When Hazel is excited, irritated, kind of, she shows emotion through her pipe, and she's just got little smoke rings coming out. Poof, poof, poof. It means she's contented, but also she's looking around, but she's relatively content at the moment. You guys had a good breakfast.
Oh.
All right. So you guys keep going across. Keep following this trail. You come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles about from the scene of the ambush. about an hour's worth of travel overall. A shallow stream flows out of the cave's mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. That's why you can't see inside the cave at the moment. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream, though.
Hazel bends down and takes
You
a cup
actually notice. You actually make a perception.
Hazel tastes the water a bit. Just taste it, and does it taste fresh and clean, or does it taste?
It kind of tastes foul, like something's living in here, like living
okay.
upstream. Karn and
Also,
Hazel.
Yes.
Karn and Hazel, you hear some. Do any of you speak Goblin?
No, I do not.
Then you don't. You don't hear anything, but you can kind of see them through this thicket right here. Two goblins seem to be arguing about something, and they're gesturing towards the briars guarding the cave's entrance.
Hazel. Hazel says to the party, she says, "Hold a minute." She looks deep into the woods there. And can I just ready my bow and shoot?
Yes, they do have 3/4 cover at the moment.
I don't care.
You said that the stream is shallow there?
Yes.
All right.
Like just like 2 feet deep, you know.
Okay.
1.5 feet. Some slippery rocks. You could definitely move it, just be half your speed. Take an extra 5 feet to move through it. Okay. And these briar and thickets, it's really kind of thick. Yeah, it's. You could cut through them or you can go through them, but it might hurt you a little bit because they are briars and thickets, you know.
And I'll actually stand there just to wait. Well, let me get out of the way of her.
Actually, Saraya, you actually hear them. Hey, you lost a dice. It's your turn. Clear out some thickets. No, you. Well, we're supposed to be on watch here. Remember
my
that?
lady, take the shot.
I'm gonna tell them.
Hazel takes that shot.
All right.
Also, is there any bonus for surprise?
I don't believe so.
It's advantage, so you would.
Is it straight
twice.
advantage?
I believe it is for surprise.
Oh.
Check combat, but I'm 99% sure it's straight advantage.
Yeah.
And they don't get the round. In fact, it better be straight advantage because that's what you got on me.
There, it doesn't say advantage.
Oh, so you just take it.
I already told you that, though. It's just they don't act until the reaction turn ends. You all can act right now if you want. You have one action.
Six damage to whichever one she doesn't hit.
Well, okay. All right. So a bow flies in here, dealing how much damage? Hazel.
Oh, sorry. That's a 1. That's.
She's using the bow, right?
2d6. She's using the bow, yes.
Not the great sword, so it's a 1d8 something.
Oh, 1d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
The second roll.
Yeah. All right, 7 damage. This goblin cries out in terror. Ah! And then, what are you using, Saraya?
That's Frost Ray. Ray of Frost.
What's the range on that? 60 feet or something, right?
60 feet, yep.
All right. So, everyone roll initiative, and yeah. Karn, you can ready an action or something if you want.
Yeah. Just waiting. Waiting for them to come. I'd prefer not to cross the river if I don't have to.
Yeah. It's moving really slow. The river is slow moving.
Okay.
It's not a fast moving river. It's very slow.